Hello and welcome to Redbeard Shaves. Today I have a brush review. This is actually a mail call I've been waiting on for some time. And what I received in the mail was a Frilot custom made brush. This is a gorgeous brush made from aqua ebonite. And it has a 28mm Maggard's super high density fan knot in it. And you can look at the bristles there after it's been soaking. You can get a little more water in there, probably make a mess. But it has these wonderful, wonderful gel tips. I've been looking forward to trying one of Maggard's knots for quite some time. I'm going to lather up with Zingari Man Mariner today. Here's a nice color combination. So I'm going to get loading up the puck right now. I do a heavy load. I make a mess everywhere. But after the video, I'll actually be cleaning up my cheeks and my neck today, so I'll load even heavier. But I'm going to get a good load in this brush and see what it can do. That right there is about my load. And I'm going to go ahead and scrape out all the goodness out of this. I just received Mariner back in after I'd done a trade. And just tried. I finally remembered to order the beard elixir from Heather at Zingari. And Heather, good job. I really like it so far. And the scent, which is Mariner matching, it's the Mariner beard elixir, is spot on. It smells wonderful. So thank you. So now I'm just going to start bowl lathering. Now Zingari, as I've said before in previous videos, it's a very thirsty soap. So I did a wet load off of the puck. I dipped it into some of the bloom water and then I started loading. So I'm just going to start working these bristles into the bottom of my bowl. As I get soap built up on the sides, I just bring it back down. Try to pop all those air bubbles in there so I can get a nice, thick, creamy lather. I take my time when I bowl lather. I don't try to beat, make it happen within a minute or so. I like lots of lather, as you guys know from my videos. So I really work it in there. I really get the amount of soap I want. The nice thing about Zingari is the more you work it, if you add a little water or start with like a wet brush load like I did, you have a lot of water already in there and it will grow in volume and reward you for that. So while I can whip up a bowl rather quickly, I usually take anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes to prep my lather. That's why a lot of times I just do it before I'm on camera for the sake of time. But today is all about this brush because I've actually reviewed this soap. I'm going to be using my Rockwell 6S on plate 5 again. And today I'm using a Permasharp blade in there. So as you can see, we're getting a nice lather going. Peaks are starting to build. I have a wonderful sheen on this soap. And the smell off of Mariner is fantastic. It's one of my favorite scents in my den. Just about there. Getting that nice thick lather. And now, just to show you kind of how much it can take, I'm going to actually just barely dip the bristles in my hot water. I'm going to add a little bit more lather or water to my lather and it will just grow even more. And this is where you just get lather for days. And I recommend that anybody that is new to wet shaving, or if you're having a hard time getting a certain base, dialed in, practice. Just practice in a bowl. Load up your brush, start with a little bit of water, grow a little bit from there, and find out what the soap will take and handle for water amounts, what it won't handle for water amounts. You can time yourself if that helps. Like, okay, well, I did a 10-second puck load, and then I did a 1.5-minute bowl lather, and I got it right where I wanted to. I added a teaspoon of water. Whatever your case may be, that will definitely help you get some bases dialed in. So that right there is looking pretty darn good for me. I did just jump out of the shower. I did exfoliate today, but I'm going to use just a little bit of this Bloom water as a pre-shave. Rinse off the hands. So the only other brush I've tried so far that has gel tips that are these 2-band super high density finest knots with the gel tips was the Mammoth brush made by Grizzly Bay that had the That Darn Rob Manchurian or Fanchurian V2, and I absolutely fell in love with that brush. And when I ordered this from Leo, this brush from Leo, he offered knots that Maggard's made. So I went on their site, shopped around, and I saw that they had their version of it. So I was like, I've got to try that. And first impressions is it feels really, really good. Very, very soft tips. This is the largest knot I've ever tried. I wanted to try a 28 mil. Eventually I'll try a 30 mil as well. But has really good backbone to it. I mean, I can tell there's scritch there, but because of the gel tips, I don't really feel the scritch. It's just nice and soft. Very, very nice first impressions off of this knot. And a lot of other people have thought so too, because I was actually going to purchase some of these knots just to throw in some handles if I really liked it. And currently they're on back order. So if you are interested in trying one of these knots, go on to Maggard's and get on their email list to notify you when they're back in stock, because I'm pretty sure they're going to go fast. But Leo did an awesome job on this brush. The finish on it is phenomenal. He was rather quick in the turnaround time. Even my one little fallen soldier there is already starting to curl. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. All right, well, enough yakking. Let's get this shave going. It's kind of hard not to yak. I'm just so excited to try this brush. Has great weight to it. Excellent, excellent finish. It's my first ebonite handle that I've purchased. And it did not disappoint. So thank you very much, Leo. I appreciate it. Did a wonderful job. Ooh, I'm really liking the pairing with this Permasharp with the plate 5. I'd considered going up to plate 6 today, but I wanted to give plate 5 another go before I went up one. So I tried one of my top 5 blades, which is the Permasharp, and it feels wonderful. So much, I'm getting so ramped up right now. I've got 2 nights left of work. Easter with the family, which is going to be awesome with Nolan. And the Easter egg hunt and all the excitement that comes with little kids with that. And then I feel like I'm that little kid counting down for Christmas to go to Big Shave, because I am super excited about that. So being the first time I loaded this brush for the way that I like soap, I probably could have loaded a little bit longer. I typically will get a little bit denser lather out of Zingari than I did here, but it's still performing excellent. I have phenomenal residual slickness. I have phenomenal primary. So, and that just shows you how forgiving this soap is also. And it's feeling great. Great, great, great. I'm loving this shave. All right, give a quick little rinse. Dry off the hands and go in for my against the grain pass. So it looks like I'm at 12 minutes. This video might go a little longer than you're used to for some of my videos. Oh man, these gel tips are just awesome. First impressions of this are really, really good. Flinging lather everywhere. That's the way I like it. So I'll definitely be playing around with this knot. I might even just shave with it for like the next few days. I'm not going to take it a big shave with me because I don't want to lose it. Leo is in Louisiana. He offers a variety of different ebonite materials and acrylic materials. He's done some very creative brushes. He does just custom orders only. But when I reached out to him and said, hey, I'm interested in trying one of your brushes, what do I need to do? He's like, well, you just did it. What would you like? And so we started talking about handle size. I like larger handles, so I think this is a 3 or 3.5 inch handle. And the knot. And then he went on vacation. He goes, I'm about ready to go on vacation, so this is kind of my timeline. Can you bear with that? And I go, absolutely. And he was a man of his word. He went on his vacation, communicated with me as soon as he got back, excuse me, and got cooking on this brush, and I think I had it like 2 weeks later. Pretty phenomenal for a custom brush turnaround. Now, I don't know where I was on the list with customs. I don't know if he was like completely caught up before vacation or whatnot, but I was very impressed with that. He sent a very nice letter with it, thanking me. It really has the appearance of a letter of authenticity for the brush, so that'll be something wonderful to keep with it, even though I have no intentions of ever selling this brush. It's always cool to keep your paperwork with it. if you're a geek like me. All right, against the grain. Still growing fonder and fonder of this Rockwell 6S and how smooth of a shaver it is. I think it's just the right combination for what I like. I prefer closed combs. It has just a smooth feel. I like a weighty handle. The stainless, the 6S, comes with that nice heavy handle and head. So I can just let the razor do the work. This Zingari soap, just out of this world slickness on both levels, and it gives you an amazing post-shave feel as well. It's in one of my top 5 soaps. The Mariner is probably, I'm not even going to go there yet because I have so many scents I like, but it very easily could be in my top 5. Actually, you know what? It probably is, because I traded off the original set I had, and hit my very first chance, I had to reorder it because I was already missing it. So yeah, it's in my top 5 scents as well. I was very impressed with the Beard Elixir. A very nice, smooth, silky feel. I was able to actually shape my beard exactly the way I wanted it without even having to add a balm. My beard is a little bit easier to shape right now just because of the length. It's not as long as it's been. I've been full grizzly before in the past. And then I pretty much have to add a balm, no matter what, if I really want to shape it. But I mean, that's what kind of got me into men's grooming, I guess you could say, is when I started growing the beard 5 years ago and was like, man, how do I tame this beast? How do I tame the grizzly? I've tried so many beard care products, and there's a lot of them out there that just use less than optimal ingredients. So whenever I found those good products, first of all, I'm always a repeat customer, but then I share that with anybody. Even if somebody's just like casually talking at work and they're like, man, I want to grow a beard, but I don't know how to do this or that, or my husband grows a beard, but I just want him to shave it off because it just looks awful. I'm like, well, tell him to try this, or this, or this. And I've had quite a few people that are like, man, thanks. I tried this stuff that I found at a box store and it doesn't work anything like this worked. And it cost me half the money. So and that's something that I am more than happy to cover on here if there is an interest. Because I have tried, I think saying dozens of beard companies is an understatement. Over the 5 years, I have tried so many different companies. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and give a quick rinse. I don't think I'm going to need to do much cleanup. Actually, I don't need to do any. If I cleaned up, I would get irritation because, whew, that slickness. So I'm going to cold water rinse. Yeah, very efficient shave. I'm going to put on a little bit of the balm, matching Mariner balm. This is what the elixir looked like. Actually, it comes in a glass bottle. I prefer my beard oils to come in a glass bottle. Don't go through them as quickly. About that much balm. And this is just like wonderful, wonderful skin food, start to finish. Absolutely love this shave. Feels so good. So, if you guys are looking for a good custom brush from an artisan that really takes quality in mind, look up Leo Frilot on Facebook and you can find him pretty easy. So thank you again for watching Redbeard Shaves. Hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely loved this dome shave. I'm going to clean up down here off camera so you guys all have a wonderful day. Redbeard out.